What's up, everyone? Live on a Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. We are on LeBron Watch. Everybody is waiting for the decision to come down again, just like the one when he left Cleveland the first time and took his talents to Miami. This time, he's in his 40s on his last, on the tail end of his career, but he's still holding the league hostage. LeBron Watch, where is he going to go? I think it's already said and done, if we're being honest, though. In my opinion, I think he's going back to Cleveland. I just think that's where he's going to go back to where he started and finish his career there. And I think this making it suspenseful and everybody on their toes is just him being drama filled. That's all. He want to make people wait, think. He might be documenting this for the documentary. And when it's all said and done, I believe he's going back to Cleveland. If you all think anything different, y'all post in the comments where y'all think he might be going. These are some of the teams that's been mentioned. The 76ers, Jaylen Brown, Maxey, and Joel Embiid has been recruiting, trying to get him to come to Philly. Of course, we know the Cavaliers, his hometown, the team he got drafted by. The way he played a lot of his basketball before the NBA. Cleveland is home. Got Golden State. He always want to play with Steph. That's the option. Draymond, Clutch Sports representative. You got Miami. He played there before, won 2 championships. Pat Riley. He know what that looks like. And then Minnesota. Ant-Man, LaMelo. And so those are the quote-unquote front runners for the LeBron James sweepstakes. But at the end of the day, I believe he will be going back to Cleveland, and it's going to be like a storybook ending without a championship, because they still not going to win a championship. But I think they're going to be better. He gives them a real shot in the East. The East is not crazy. I don't think New York is going to repeat. The East did get better with the moves that was made with Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard possibly going to the Raptors after the investigation with the Clippers contract. But the Raptors got better. 76ers got better. And so, but the East is not as strong as the West, in my opinion. So I think he has a great chance to go to Cleveland and play some meaningful basketball in the playoffs. And he's going to be at home. And I predict this is going to be his last season. And that's why probably he's dragging this out as well. He's probably going to play his last year. And what better way to go out than playing for your hometown team that drafted you? And so I believe he's going back to Cleveland. We are on LeBron Watch. Once again, if you think he's going somewhere else or you agree with me, post in the comments where you think LeBron is going. Where is LeBron going to end up? There's been reports that he was going to make a decision this week. Rich Paul says no timetable on a decision. He can drag this out basically as long as he wants and hold the league hostage again, trying to figure out where he's going to go. But like I say, I think he's going to Cleveland. Everybody that's tuning in, y'all share the live. Share, subscribe, comment. We're going to post the comments, talk about them. Share the live, y'all, so your friends can see it and they can comment as well. We are on LeBron Watch. We're waiting for breaking news from Shams or somebody to say where LeBron is going. He's the last domino to fall. We saw a lot of movement in free agency. Straight promo on YouTube says, get rid of Mobley and add some depth, then I'm down with Cleveland. Okay. You want to get rid of Evan Mobley. I think the most I've heard, though, as far as them getting rid of anybody, is Jared Allen. That's the one that I've heard the most of them getting possibly rid of is Jared Allen. But Straight Primo wants to get rid of Mobley. Austin Malone checking in. I hope it's Golden State. I want to see him in the triangle. Look, man, I don't want to see him go to Golden State. I like Steph Curry. I don't want to see them together. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I'm just going to tell you. And so I like Steph. I don't want to see them together. I like when they battle. And, I mean, it would be interesting to watch. But I will almost be kind of have to forced to almost root for the Golden State Warriors because I like Steph and I don't want to root for LeBron. That's just me. I don't want to do it. I'd rather him go back to Cleveland and have a storybook ending in Cleveland. That's just me. But Austin Malone want to see him go to State. It will be must-see TV. I'll tell you that. World Break on YouTube says, no, they need Harden off the team and Bron coming. He needs to run the show point. I think they can play together. I think LeBron, I think he's shown that he doesn't have to run the show. And James Harden is another ball handler where he don't have to do it all the time. So I actually think they can work well together. But I get where you're coming from. He is a ball dominant player. LeBron is. Carlos Morales, the best fit is in Cleveland. You are 100% right. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I believe it's the best fit as well. I think he fits perfectly in Cleveland. They need that veteran presence, championship pedigree, all of that, because Mitchell's been struggling to get over the hump. James Harden disappears sometimes. Mobley and Allen haven't played no meaningful basketball in the playoffs. So I think LeBron brings that experience to that team and makes them a bona fide contender in the East. Straight Primo, I hope they keep Allen, but I think they could be really good with Bron and one good move. For sure. With Bron, period, I think they're going to be a threat. With Bron, period, Cleveland is a threat in the Eastern Conference. World Breaker. Mobley, the best player on the team, honestly. Mitchell just gets more buckets. Listen, I'm not even mad at that comment because I believe Mobley has all the talent in the world, but he also don't have that dog in him. He has the talent, and you're right, Mitchell does get more buckets. Mobley, if he had a dog mentality in him, he would be probably the best player on the team. But something is missing in between his ears, the mindset. He got the body, the length, the skills. He can shoot it. He can play down low. He got everything. He just don't have the mentality to dominate. That's it. So that's why Cleveland has not gotten past whatever round, the second round they didn't get to, because I believe Donovan Mitchell needs more help, and Mobley was the one supposed to give him the help. And Harden, of course, but Mobley has the talent and size advantage on a regular night and is not taking advantage of it. So, like I say, LeBron with Cleveland makes Cleveland an immediate contender in the Eastern Conference. If we look at all the other teams, if he go to Philly, that's another great fit. I think they definitely is a title contender if he go to Philly. I just don't see him going to Philly because I don't see him in that uniform. The only ones that make sense to me, the top three to me, is Cleveland, Miami, Golden State. Cleveland because it's home. Miami, he's been there. He can go back. Golden State because he want to play with Steph. Those are the only three. I don't see him putting on a Minnesota uniform. I don't see him putting on a Philly uniform. Don't see it. And uproot your whole family to a new place they never been. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see it. But Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, that's my top three. I think these other two teams is just teams getting thrown out there to make it seem like it's really a chance. I don't think they got a chance. They don't have a chance. And I think LeBron likes all this attention he's getting. He like when people are recruiting him to come to his team, knowing dang on well he's not going to Philly, knowing he's not going to Minnesota. He likes the attention. He like being courted. It's kind of feminine to live if you think about it. Women are the ones that get courted, but I digress. I don't want no LeBron I don't want the LeBron the GOAT James Kingdom people to come cursing me out on YouTube because they love LeBron James. But he likes being courted, in my opinion. And that's why he's enjoying this process with these teams coming, begging him to come to their team. And I think he likes it. So we are on LeBron watch. Can't wait to see what team he picks and how that affects the league. What that looks like. Also, I want to get to Summer League. Summer League action is going on. I'm a Bulls fan, so Caleb Wilson has been really good in the Summer League. Before the draft, I wanted Darius Acuff. I like what I saw. I didn't see a lot of Caleb Wilson, but this guy has been nice to see. Nice to see. Hope and Peace says number 1 Golden State, 2 Cleveland. Okay. So you got Golden State as the top. Okay. I got Cleveland as the top, Miami 2, Golden State 3. World Breaker says Bron going out on top, the GOAT. Oh, when you say going out on top, do you mean with a championship? Because I don't think he's going to get that. He's going to have a good retirement tour. Everybody going to give him his flowers. He's going to get standing ovations everywhere he go. Ticket prices might go up the roof because everybody going to think it's his last year. So if you're going out on top, meaning he's going to have his retirement tour and get all his flowers, yes. Championship, no. I think he would have a chance, though. He would have a chance to get a championship, but I just don't think he'd get it. But that's just me. If he do go out on top with a championship, that would be a storybook ending as well. Storybook. And I know everybody going to bring up that GOAT conversation again, especially if he win another championship. Especially if he go to another team and win another championship. I think it was a stat that said if he win a championship with a different team, it'll be 4 different teams he'd have won a championship with. Nobody has ever done that. So everybody would start going crazy about that too. Another thing for LeBron fans to go crazy about. So congratulations for y'all LeBron fans. But yeah, man, back Caleb Wilson, man, the Bulls first round draft pick, had 19-5 blocks the last game. First game he hit 7 threes, and he's looking like a dog. Finally, the Bulls might have got it right with a draft pick, a first round draft pick. He's looking like the real deal. Like he got a chance to actually be one of the, if not the best rookie in that class, one of the best rookies. The way he's playing, I've watched AJ DeBanster. He looks good. Darren Peterson looks good. But Caleb Wilson is no slouch. And he's worth watching. And he's a highlight reel waiting to happen. If you've seen the last game, he posterized somebody. And for me, I love it because now I want to go see a game. I want to go see him in a live game. He got me intrigued, interested. I want to go to a Bulls game to see these young Bulls, Norman Powell. Hopefully they can just be competitive this year. We're in a rebuild, but I like what I'm seeing from Caleb Wilson. The guy looks like the real deal. He got like a KG mentality. He got the skills. It's looking good. World Baker says, unfortunately, they definitely going to hate if he win. He already solidified his case, so if it shouldn't have a negative effect on his legacy. Well, going back to LeBron, it's going to have a negative effect because he's switching teams again. And so it's always going to be somebody that thinks negative about that. That's just what it is. But I mean, his legacy is cemented. He's one of the greats for sure. You cannot take that away from him. One of the greats. Some stuff we never seen before. This type of person, longevity, high level, as long as he's been playing, we never seen this before. So he's definitely one of the greats. But it's always going to be some negative reactions to LeBron James. That comes with the territory. World Breaker says, I hope you got patience. Bulls got like 4 years left. Maybe 4 years. That's the stretch. I say 2 years we can be in the playoffs. 2 years. 2 years. Norman Powell was a good pickup, a veteran pickup. I like Booz Ellis, and I like this rookie. So we got some pieces. Now we just need a big-time free agent that want to come to Chicago. We are a big market. And so we get a big free agent, and the development of these young guys, we right back in the mix. So I cut your 4 years into 2. Cut your 4 years too. Y'all finna get smoked with that. Look, man, you don't like Norman Powell? Norman Powell made the All-Star team last year. Norman Powell made the All-Star team. Booz Ellis is a young developing player. And how you feel about Caleb Wilson? Caleb Wilson is looking pretty nice at the number 4 pick. He's looking pretty nice. He's holding his own. Y'all might as well try and get Brian. Brian definitely ain't coming to Chicago. He ain't coming to no rebuilding situation. He is not coming to he want to win, and Chicago ain't it. But yeah, we ain't trying to get Brian, man. Brian on his last leg, he gonna do his thing with whatever team he pick, and we some young bulls coming. The young bulls are coming in about 2 years. 2 years. Mark my words, World Breaker. Make sure you come back in 2 years and let's see the update on the Chicago Bulls. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Caleb Wilson. I'm excited. I'm going to a game. I want to watch him. I'm not going to be before you all long tonight. Just want to get up here and hear and see y'all thoughts about the LeBron watch. And then it's also World Cup is going on. I know in United States, the World Cup is not a big deal, but across the World Cup is a big deal. I visited France a couple years ago, and soccer is the #1 sport in France. So World Cup is a big deal. Argentina and Spain, still some superstars. Messi, Lionel Messi is still in. He's a superstar. Argentina, Spain. So it's still some superstar players playing. Are you watching the World Cup? Are you intrigued? Are you watching the World Cup? I've tuned into a couple of matches, and yeah. World Breaker says y'all said the same about Patrick Williams, so I'm gonna wait before I hype up Caleb Wilson. That's a good point. They was talking about Patrick Williams, the low budget Kawhi Leonard. You're right. But I will say Patrick Williams never looked like Caleb Wilson in the summer league. And I know it's just a summer league. It don't mean nothing. The games don't count. But just the way he even talking. I never heard Patrick Williams talk the way that he talking. I never seen Patrick Williams play the way Caleb Wilson is playing in the summer league. So you got a point. I'll wait. I mean, you can wait. You're not going to take away my excitement, though. I'm excited. As a Bulls fan, I'm excited. And I'm going to stay excited. And hopefully in 2 years, the Bulls are playing some meaningful basketball. And World Breaker, you come back on here and comment. As a matter of fact, if you want to even come on the show, we can have you as a guest. And we can talk about what you said 2 years ago today. And 2 years later, we'll talk about it. See who was right, who was wrong. You know what I mean? But I definitely appreciate you tuning in with your comments today. Said I'll mess with you. I appreciate the support, bro. I appreciate it, man. I like your comments, even if you don't agree with me, man. I like what you're saying. You got a lot of good points, so I ain't mad at you. But World Cup, are you watching the World Cup? Anybody watching the World Cup? Do y'all watch soccer? Are y'all intrigued? Because it is a big deal outside of the United States. And it's kind of a big deal. The World Cup is a big deal, period. They don't have it every year, but yeah, it's going on. Like I said, I watched a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to tune into the final. I did some play-by-play soccer for my college that I go to, and so I know what's going on. I follow the game a little bit, and so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. But World Cup is going on. We are about to get up out of here. I do have a day in the life of Al. I went golfing today, and if you're not in the Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area, it was in the 90s. And I said to myself, man, I must really love golf to be golfing out here, sweating my butt off. And my question to everyone is, what outside activity have you done in 90-plus weather? 90-plus weather, what outdoor activity have you done where you like, yo, I don't know if I should be out here in this weather? Brian M on YouTube says Bulls future is bright. Whether it's 2 or 4 years, it's a lot better than the last 2 or 4 years. My man, appreciate that, brother. It is a lot better than the last 2 to 4 years. I agree with you. We got a new GM that looks like he might know what he's doing. I even like Tiago Splitter as the head coach. I think he got a raw deal in Portland. He's come from the Popovich tree. I like Tiago Splitter as the head coach. He had Portland playing good ball after the whole Chauncey Billups situation. So I like what I'm seeing from the Bulls and Tiago Splitter and the GM and the direction the Bulls are going. I like it. I like it a lot. Once again, I went golfing in 90-degree weather today. My question to y'all, to the viewers, is what outside activity have you done in 90-plus weather where you questioning, am I supposed to be out here? Because it was definitely The sun is beaming. It's not a lot of shade on the golf course. I about passed out. But yeah, I was out there. That's my day in the life of Al, man. It was hot. Hot day on the golf course. But I love it. I love the golf course. Love it. So I preferred it for to be better weather, but it wasn't. I do got a scripture for the day. The scripture for the day is Revelations 3:20. I read this and it made me think a little bit. And this verse says, "Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come and eat with that person and they with me." This is John talking in the Bible. And in Revelation, John is the author, and these are God's words, though. And so this verse made me think that it says, "I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come and eat with that person and they with me." And what is interesting to me is you can hear God's voice and still not open the door. You can hear God's voice and still do what you want to do. And so this scripture was interesting because it's saying if you hear God's voice, first of all, you got to hear God's voice. And then secondly, you got to open the door for God to come in your situation. And it says he will come in and eat with you and they with me. You can commune with God if you hear his voice and let him in. But you can hear God's voice and actually don't open the door is what I got. So very interesting scripture. I thought it was a good scripture. So hopefully if you hear God's voice, you open up and let him come into your life. And I believe in all my heart he can change it for the better. So that's the scripture today. That's all I got. We are on LeBron Watch Wait 2026. And we are waiting for him to make a decision. Until then, I am about to get up out of here until the next time. And next time we come with y'all, most likely we will have a decision about LeBron James. And we'll see what team he went to. Like I said, I predict Cleveland. Cleveland. I don't see nobody else. But that's just me. But we'll see. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Always. And we'll see you next time. I'm out.
We lock and load, Allen Pass.